It is race week. We are 48 hours away from the Richmond Marathon. My name is Mazzanti. I'm a 2:28 marathoner, and I'm getting ready to race Richmond in just 2 days. Weather looks great this weekend, probably low to mid 40s at the start, and it doesn't look like it's going to get too much warmer throughout the race. So ideal temperatures, which should allow for a fast time, a fast day on the course. I have 3 goals for the Richmond Marathon, and I'll go ahead and just call my shot. I believe I'm in podium position, a top 3 spot for the Richmond Marathon, but I'd love to see a win. It will be highly competitive. I'm expecting a difficult race no matter what, but I think I have a good chance, and I'm willing to lay it all out this weekend on Saturday, really see how deep the well is and really test myself. It's a bit intimidating knowing that I'm going to feel probably some pain that I haven't felt before, or really have been willing to dig this deep in a marathon, but I'm going to this with that mindset, and I'm ready to lay it all on the line and see what I can do. My B goal is a sub 225. I'd rather win with a 227 than get a 225, for example, or 224. So winning really is a priority here, but I would also love to see something under 225. I mentioned my current PR is a 228, and that's my C goal. So anything under a sub 228. So I'd love to see something 227 or lower, and I think that'd still be a really good result on Richmond's course, which does have a bit of elevation, around 700 feet. So it's not an easy course by any means. Briefly looking over last week, week 13, and I won't spend too much time here because it was really just honestly fairly uneventful. The focus last week was really just starting a taper, reducing mileage from the previous week, which I dropped down to 100 to just under 80 miles. I think it was at 77 for the week. So tapering, starting the recovery. So Monday and Tuesday, both those runs were actually quite painful. I tried to get on the trails and run on something soft, kept the pace nice and easy. Just understanding with 2 weeks out from the race day, the most important thing I can do at that point wasn't to build fitness, but to actually just try to let my body heal. So I had two workouts scheduled in the plan, but I removed both those and just did easy running throughout the week to really reduce the load, the impact on the Achilles, and let that heal. I also traveled to Florida with a few friends. I am in LaGuardia Airport, actually at the Chase Sapphire Reserve Airport Lounge, which is my first time here. It's actually really nice. They have a lot of different food options. Got like a buffet set out, as well as made-to-order meals. So started off with a kale and apple salad, a small pasta, and then did salmon for lunch, which all was really good. And I've been snacking on some chocolate biscotti and some coffee here on my layover until my flight down to Palm Beach, which I'm heading out for the weekend, long weekend with a couple friends from business school. But I'll take a step back. So Wednesday morning, it was a pretty big difference in how my Achilles felt. So finally loosened up, was able to run, increase my range of motion without the same kind of pain and tightness that I had on the first 2 days. So I was able to do 9 miles in the morning at a pretty comfortable pace, what is kind of normal, easy pace range for me without having to push too much. And then another 4 miles or so in the evening. So I was able to get just over 14 miles on the day. So Thursday morning, I did 13 miles, and again, just pretty easy pace here. The Achilles definitely still some tightness and pain, but let's say maybe a 3 or 4 max when I started, and then by the end it was barely noticeable. So pretty big improvement. I think it's probably just from the amount of stress I had over the last 2 weeks, running the Emerald Isle Marathon and then running fast, hard over elevation. A lot of pounding going down the hills at sub 5-minute pace, as well as sprinting up some of the hills, really stretching that ligament, the calf and the Achilles tendon. So I'm not surprised that there's a little bit of soreness there, but I do think just given 4 or 5 days of easy running, that we should be in a good place. So, and then on Sunday was a travel back to Richmond. So on that day, it was, I spent most of the day in the airports, at a layover in Charlotte. So really just kind of kept that an easy day. When I got back to Richmond, decided not to run, just took that as a complete rest day, which I think was the right move, especially going into the final week. I wanted to, again, err on the side of caution, make sure that my body was really give my body a chance to recover, especially that Achilles to feel 100%. With the race on Saturday, looking at probably somewhere around 70 miles total. And again, I say around because it's fluid day to day, just very much listen to how my body feels. On Monday, I did a double. I did 4 miles in the morning. I actually just ran out to the local track. I did test it, did a few strides to see how the Achilles felt, moving at something a little bit faster, and it felt pretty good. Still a little tight, but again, significantly better than last week, and kind of a slow but gradual improvement. And they did 6 miles easy in the afternoon. Tuesday, I did 10 miles, but it was a workout, and this was last kind of, I guess, maybe big workout, nothing too crazy, but it was, again, just putting some speed in the legs one last time with a little bit of intensity here. So I did 2 total sets of 1,600 or 1 mile at about a 5:20 pace with a 2-minute jog, followed by 1,000 meters at around 5 minutes, just over 5-minute pace with a 1-minute jog. Then I did 2 400-meter reps at about 4:30 to 4:35 pace with a 30-second jog. So wrapping that up, that was just over 4 miles of total work, and overall felt pretty good. So that, again, was reassuring. Wednesday, I did 11-mile easy run.
Last workout's in the books. Just finished a short track workout, very abbreviated. I feel like I just am almost getting warmed up, but I did 2 sets of 600 meters at about a 5:20 pace, right around what felt like marathon effort, and then a 60-second jog, followed by 3 200-meter. And those segments were about a 4:40, somewhere between a 4:30 and 4:40 pace. Again, just decided to open up the stride and just kind of let the pace go where I wanted to. So for 200 meters, it felt good. Didn't really have to worry about working too hard. And then I had a 30-second jog after that, and I did 2 total sets of that. So just about 1.5 miles of total work, but nothing too hard here. Plenty of rest in between, which is perfect like this for just a few days out from the marathon, from race day. If you've been watching up to this point, I really appreciate it. I know that some of these videos are, still a work in progress, but this has been really fun documenting my build. It's something I hope to be able to look back on myself and be able to, appreciate the hard work and the effort that I put into this training block, regardless of what happens this weekend. But I'm looking forward to a really strong race. The body's feeling pretty good, and I'm proud of the work I put in up to this point. If you're going to be at the race, if you're involved in any way, whether you're running the 8K, the half, the full, first, good luck. Weather looks like it's going to be really nice, should be a great day for racing. So trust your training at this point, go out there and really enjoy the race, enjoy the crowds, and just and remember, this is a culmination of all the hard work you already put in. So at this point, just relax and let the training carry you to the finish line. If you're cheering, one, thank you. The race wouldn't be the same without it. It makes such a big difference having crowd support, people along the course cheering you on. It really feels incredible, and it gives you that boost, especially when things get tough, which inevitably they will at some point during the race. So thank you for coming out and supporting. If you are running or racing, I guess more if you are spectating, well, one, just let me know. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you're going to be involved in the race. But if you are spectating, let me know where you'll be. I'll try to look out for you, where you'll be on the course, what mile marker, what part, and hopefully I'll be somewhere near the front. I'm definitely going to give it my best. I can't control who's going to show up or what kind of fitness other runners are in, but I know I've worked hard, and I like to think, just based on last few years of historical results, I'll be somewhere near the front. So I'll be wearing all black, signature glasses, and I'll be wearing the Adidas Evo Pro 1s, doing everything I can to try to run fast, so no excuses on this one. But again, if you're racing, good luck. I hope to see you on the course, whether you're running and I see you afterwards, I'll be cheering runners on after I'm done, or somewhere along the course.